So hello everybody here live on a Sunday morning for some nice nurturing yoga today. We're going to take care of the whole body, especially the neck and the shoulders. We're shifting seasons here. We're getting into cooler nights and cooler winds. So taking care of that neck. You don't want that cold, damp influx through the back of your neck. And also the low back, just taking care of everything today. Let's get started with the long bolster and a couple of blocks. So coming on to the bolster, setting aside with your blocks, having them ready to go. And just imagine this is the first time. It may be the first time in a while. So with a new sense of observation and perhaps wonder, being amazed and surprised at the sensations and the body today. Wouldn't that be nice? Or just being gently curious and taking care of yourself. Allowing the back body to settle. And particularly that low back. When we elevate the rest of the back, there could be a little aching right at the low back, getting into the sacrum area. So just be with that. Or perhaps you're noticing it at the back of your neck or between your shoulders. So just recognizing that and allowing it to be. If it feels too much, if it becomes sharp, for example, or electric, then just come off the bolster and find a more comfortable pose for yourself. When we use the bolster like this, we're bringing the earth up towards the body, and it allows the body to release and open. So there's more of a gentle stretch going on. And some days this may not feel right. So just notice any little shifts that are taking place as you bring awareness out of the thinking mind and into your body. Giving yourself this time and space simply to settle. Supporting your legs with the blocks if you haven't done already. I love Sundays because it gives us time to just settle and take care of ourselves. Just being with where you are with this nourishing practice. So notice what happens when you support yourself with the blocks and the weight is more evenly distributed. There's a sensation of being held. Let yourself be held here, held and supported. If you like, you can set an intention for your practice. Perhaps it is just to be present with whatever arises. Or something specific, like the breath, if you're noticing your breath is a little shallow, allowing it to be a little fuller. Or taking care of a particular part of your body. Whatever you choose, make this your practice today. Adapting and adjusting in whatever way works for you and your body. Honoring where you are and honoring your body. I'll say this again, I've said it many times, our body is the most important relationship in our lives. It's the only thing that's with us from the day we're born until the day we die. So take care of it and honor it today. And if anybody wants to take a little nap here, you can stay here for a while longer. I'm going to start to move though, taking away the blocks. Just pause here and lengthen the legs. And just notice. Yeah, you got a little lifting, a gentle arch here in that middle and upper back. Notice how this feels in the body. Begin to take fuller breaths as we come into movement, bending the knees and gently rolling off the bolster. Come back onto your back. Noticing here how the back body feels, that space between the shoulder blades and that low back. Bring both knees up directly above the hips and bring your hands to your knees. Allow gentle pressure here so you're releasing the back of your hips, the SI joints, and into the low back. Just explore a little stretch here, drawing your knees towards your chest. So stretching through the fascia in the buttocks, getting into around the hips and into that low back. You can explore opening up the knees nice and gently. And just taking note of where there might be some stiffness this morning or whenever you're watching this. And bringing the knees back, continue that motion, gentle circles. Today, let's just go with a nice somatic movement here. Don't be too concerned about the breath. Just find that nice circular motion that feels right for the body. And then the other way. Back to center. Release that left foot onto the mat, interlace around your right shin and draw knee to chest. Noticing this side. Let it open and release if it needs to open and release. Breathe. And then extend that left leg. Activate your feet, pressing into the heels now, toes towards the ceiling. And draw that right knee up and push away with that left leg. So there's a push and pull here. Feel into the stretch here and breathe. Breathe into it. Wherever you feel tension or action in the body, imagine sending your breath in there, giving it that little extra boost of energy. Whether it's energy for healing or energy for moving, give it a little boost. And then softening, hands on knee, left hand on the hip, slow turn here, get into your right hip socket. Noticing how this hip feels today. Come back to center, lengthen the leg, Keep a bend in the knee and hold on to that leg. Find a flowing motion. And then press up into the heel. Interlace around the knee. So cupping the back of the knee so you feel into the stretch. And then bend the knee a little, slow turn of the foot and ankle. And then the other way. Nice, release that foot to the floor and bring your left leg up. Interlace around the shin, draw that left knee up towards your chest. Tighter this side. Pause, let it release if it needs to release. Breathing into it, sending that breath to allow the opening. And now extend that right leg. Activate both feet, flexing here. Press away with the right, draw that left knee up and get that sense of push and pull. Push me, pull you. Full breaths. Be present. Nice full breaths. Nice. And now softening. Hands on knee. Right hand on the hip. Let's do the circle with this left leg. Come back to center, lengthen the leg, keep a bend in the knee and find a flow. And then press up into the heel, interlace behind the knee. Feel into the stretch. And now bending the knee, slowly turn the foot and ankle. And then the other way. Nice. Let's return that left foot onto the mat and bend your right knee, both feet on the mat. Bring them a little closer to you. Arms are down by your side. And on the inhale, press behind the waist, come into a pelvic tilt. Stay here. Feel the whole of your feet on the mat here. Some of you may want to even do a little lift or just stay with the hip on the floor and scooping it. As you do that, feel the engagement of the thighs and then hug up that pelvic floor. Just lift up, use those inner muscles. And then we're going to release, relax down. So the back comes into its natural curve. Good. Let's continue with the flow. So inhale, press and tilt. And exhale, release. So let the energy move through this low back area here. This feels good today. We're going to add the hands and the wrists. 2 more. And then releasing the arms. Good. Let's open the feet wider here towards the edges of the mat. Start to do little side to side shifts and just let the legs find their own way. There's no intention here other than just gently flowing from side to side. And then you can start to focus on the knee coming into the center. We want that to be the focus rather than the outer one. Just getting into the psoas muscle here. Find a little somatic flow. So when we do those somatic flows, that sort of rocking, smooth motion, it calms the body. At the same time, it allows the release. So they're very nourishing. Come back to center and then shift the weight to the right. Drop that left knee down to the center and just notice how it feels. You can bring your hand to the top of the thigh, give that psoas muscle a little massage. Although with that gentle movement, it probably feels quite good. We've already opened it up a bit. Come back to center, shifting the other way. Right knee comes down. Yeah, this is tighter on this side. And come back to center and just a couple of side to side movements. As you're doing that, just lift your toes, lift your feet, and you just do this on your heels. Notice the difference. Back to center, feet on the floor, and then bring those knees up. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Just say good morning, feet. How do they feel? I'm going to do a little core work here with the scissor movement of the legs. So one leg in front of the other, then back, open, and then the other way. So as you do this, engaging the inner thighs when the legs cross and that pelvic floor, and then start to lower the legs until you feel the core kicking in as well. Woohoo! Slow it down if you want to challenge yourself. And come up. And back to center, relaxing here, good. Let's reach up towards the ankles, open the knees wide, drop your feet, your heels towards your sits bones. Let the opening around the hips, you can add a movement. Let the feet be nice and relaxed here, just releasing that low back and the whole of the back body. Take your hands to your knees, bring them a little closer so you find a comfortable place for your legs without holding. And then release your arms on either side of your head with the elbows bent and fingers drifting towards each other. Take a moment here to lengthen the back of the neck, bring your chin towards your throat, and then settle the head back down and adjust the shoulders if needs be. So you want to feel a sense of being supported and releasing throughout the whole of the back body. And you can bring to mind a pet or an animal just enjoying itself on its back. So taking a moment and 2 more breaths. Let's bring those knees together. You could use your hands, draw them down, and then roll over onto your side, extend an arm, and just come into a reset position here, stacking hips, stacking knees. Just take 2 or 3 nice full breaths. Using this upper hand press down, make your way up onto hands and knees. Finding tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Check in with the shoulders and the side body and the hips. Do a little salamander move here. So draw that left shoulder towards your left hip, opening up that right side as you do this little curve. Look over your shoulder. That would be the left. Come back to center, do the other side. So draw your right shoulder towards your right hip and then look to the right. And come back to center. Take an inhale on the exhale, rounding into cat. Hug up those lower abs, tilt and tuck the pelvis. And feel into the opening. Notice where you're feeling it today. Let the head be relaxed. You can do a couple of turns of the head just to check in with the neck. And then come back to center. On the inhale, transition to dog tilt. Heart forward, shoulders away from the ears. Nice, gentle curve. Breathe. Let's start to move with the breath. Take an inhale, exhale, rounding into cat. And inhale to dog tilt. So smooth and steady, engage your core here. Keep building that core strength. We'll do two more. Nice. Open the hands wide to either side of the mat. Take a nice big inhale, lift up the chest and lift up through this space, lengthening the front of the body. You can pause here and then release your feet. Allow your pelvis to come down, elbows tucked in and bent towards the body. Nice gentle cobra here. And then coming all the way down and coming into Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders. And arms parallel. Draw the shoulders down the back. Check in with the low back. You might want to do a little side-to-side movement or draw your tailbone back towards the back of your knees if you need to create pelvic tilt. Focus here on the breath, the deep breath down into the diaphragm. Feel that movement on the mat. Slow, full, nourishing breath. And then start to make them fuller now. Take a nice inhale, come onto your hands, drop down, bring your hands under your shoulders. Take a nice big inhale on the exhale, tucking toes under, coming up onto hands and knees again, and sinking back into child's pose. Finding your version of child's pose that feels right for your body to release and lengthen here. You can bring a bolster behind your knees. You can bring a bolster underneath your forehead or a block. Nice full breaths. Allow the belly to be relaxed and the weight coming back towards your heel. Nice. Find your hands. Take an inhale and then come up to all fours on the exhale. Let's bring the knees together. Come to sitting. So finding your yoga seat with support. Take a moment here. I feel the urge to do my Barbie hands or lobster claws. So open up the thumbs, turn the thumbs to the outside, and just reach down into where your thighs meet your hips and just create a little bit of space here. It's nice for opening up arthritic thumbs as well as you're doing that. So just pause and notice where you feel the sensation. I'm feeling it much more in my thumbsies, actually. Let it be grounding as well. You're grounding yourself. Release your hands, bring them behind you. And on your fingertips or your knuckles, press down and ground yourself here. Reach down into the earth, lengthen up through the back. But keeping the hips on the mat. Draw the shoulders back. Nice. Releasing here, palms up, sun breaths. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, open and draw it down. Inhale, reach. Open, bring it down. Nice. Find your flow here. Moving and breathing. One more. Palms together. Open up the elbows, the heart. Fingertips behind. Lift up. And then interlace your fingers and hug the back of your head. So lifting up through the back of the head, give your neck a little gentle stretch. Imagine stretching all the way down to your sits bones. Take an inhale. On the exhale, elbows forward, lift and tilt. Pause, take a breath. On the inhale, open. Nice. Take an inhale, exhale, elbows forward, lift and tilt. And take an inhale, open. Slow it down just a little. Take an inhale, exhale, elbows forward, tilt, lift and tilt. Nice. And on the inhale, open up. Let's release the arms. Find your fingertips behind, interlace, or just hold on. Pull down away from you. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Nice. Nice full breath. Bend your elbows and shoulder roll forward. And now backwards. Nice. From here, let's reach with our left hand along the mat. Bend your right elbow and the other way around. I'm mirroring you here. So on the exhale, the left arm comes over and find your opening. If the back is tender, keep this left hip grounded. And then find the length, press into that left hip and your hand and look down. Keep the shoulder open, the heart space open. Breathe. Watch your transition, press into the floor, come up. And with that upper hand, bringing it down behind you, bend your elbow, palm away, and reach across to that right hip. You can relax the shoulder. If it's available to you, find the crook of that right. Drawing the shoulders down here, just pause. Make sure you're nice and aligned. You're not tilting to one side. Take your left ear over towards that left shoulder. If it's stiff, it won't go far. And then drop the chin forward. There you go. So try not to roll with this. Stay nice and straight. Keep drawing down that left shoulder. Notice if you're clenching anywhere and let any other part soften. Often when the body feels tense, there's another part that comes and becomes tense along with it. It's like keeping it company. So just allowing the neck to release here. And then slowly releasing that left hand. Draw your head forward. Drop it down. Releasing both hands. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, lift your shoulders up and then your head. And then drop your shoulders down your back. Let's do some nice, slow, gentle shoulder rolls back. Yeah, do you feel that energy moving? Good. Other side. Left arm, hands along the mat. Right arm bent, lift up, and on the exhale, explore this side. And perhaps notice a difference. Always tuning into what the body is feeling. This is where you will feel grounded, being in your body. So opening up this side, and then find the length, press into that right hip, your hand, and look down. Keep the shoulder and the heart open. Breathe. Take an inhale, press down, rise up. Release that hand behind you. Bend your elbow palm away from the body, reaching over towards the left hip. You can leave it there, or if you can find the crook of your arm, drawing the shoulders down the back. Nice. Pause here. Make sure you're nice and aligned, you're not leaning. And then the left ear over to the left. Notice tension. Try to relax into it. And then dropping the chin down. Let's pause here. Everything's softening, at least in the mind. Staying present with sensation, and just imagine the energy easing things here. Easing, gently opening. Noticing if there's other tension in the body, and just releasing that. There is a accepting here. There's no resisting. There's an allowing while we honor the body and take care of it. Nice. Let's release the arm. Drop the head forward. Nice and slowly. Release the other arm on the inhale. Shoulders come up. And then the head. Little shoulder rolls backwards. Slow motion. One more. Nice. Let's release the legs forward. Yeah, and give those knees a little love. All the way down to your feet. And just take a moment to pause here with hands on thighs. Allowing the body this time to adjust, the energy to move through. I'm noticing it moving through my ankles. And then open the legs wide. Make sure you're on your sits bones here. So lifting up the fatty bits. So the pelvis is lifted and forward. It's sort of up and forward. And then arms at shoulder height. Take an inhale, lift up, turn to the left, hand to the leg, the other behind. Take an inhale, lift up again, and on the exhale, twist. Twisting, focus on the upper back, the shoulders, as you lift out to the waist and twist. Get into that middle back area, that tricky part. Breathe here. Let the breath move up here so you're stretching it from the inside out. And then turn your head and nod to that right shoulder. Relax the shoulder a little. Nice, let's release the head. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, unwind the body. Take a breath, lift up, turning the other side, hand to the leg, the other behind. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Open up that back shoulder, keep the spine nice and tall, dropping the shoulder down. Full breaths. Turn your head and nod to that left shoulder. Nice, let's release the head. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, unwind the body. And bring those legs together. More attention to knees, down the shins. Great. Let's remove the support and make your way onto hands and knees. Finding your blocks and bringing them in front of your shoulders. Hands on the blocks, tuck your toes under. As we come up into our downward facing dog, make sure you're hugging up those lower abs here. Take an inhale, on the exhale, lifting up. Hips high to the sky, weight comes back, away from the hands and the wrists. Feel the stretch through the shoulders here. And then a slow movement, pedal here, drawing heels towards the floor, getting into all the little joints here on the feet and ankles. Bend the knees, take a step forward. Opening the feet wide, come onto your fingertips and just lengthen the spine here. Take a moment, check in with the neck, do a little side to side turn. Good. You can stay here or join me in a dangle. Bend your knees, take an inhale, hug up, create space, and then release the arms. Take hold of opposite elbows as you drop into the space. Allowing everything to release towards the floor. You can add a movement here. Getting into the shoulder area. You can release your arms. Allow the head and the neck to move here. Imagine you're just clearing out any rubbish. Move those shoulders. Let the energy release through here into these multi-layers of the body. Nice. From here, bring your hands back onto your blocks and then bring your feet underneath your hips. Knees are bent, hands above the knees. Now use the strength of your legs, engage your core, hug up, take an inhale, and on the exhale, rise. Come to standing. And feel yourself standing here. Draw your shoulders down your back. Take nice full breaths. Feel your feet on the mat, reaching down towards the earth. Breathe here. Here, let's come into Padabandha, foot lock. Lift the toes up, let that energy rise up and then down the front of your arms, palms forward. Imagine you're reaching towards the earth as you lift up the crown of the head towards the sky. And now release the toes. Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe into every corner of the body here, into every cell. Nice, opening the eyes. Let's come into sun breaths. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, open, draw it down. Nice. You can add a bend in the knees if that feels right. So starting off slow if the body is a little tender this morning or cold. Cold bodies need a lot of time to warm up. And then start to move more freely. Nice. One more. Open the feet wide. Let's come into floppy noodle. Lift your heels to protect the knees. Let the arms be floppy, like noodles. Tap the body. Stimulate that back. Get into the kidney area here. That's good. Side of the hips. Get these meridians going in the lower body. Yes. And in your arms. And unwind. Nice. From here, let's come into our balance. We'll come into tightrope. So slowing everything down, bring your right foot directly in front of the left. So after we've been doing movement, there's a little bit of movement that continues in the body. So take a moment, just allow yourself to pause, feel grounded here. Then activate the arms, fingertips reaching down to the earth. Most important, hug up that the lower core, the pelvic floor. And then if you want to add additional strength here, grip your buttocks, clench your glutes. Balance, focus, breathe. And release. Nice job. Keep this nice and slow as we make our way over to the other side. Press down, lengthen, and then grip, activate, balance. And release. Nice. Shift that weight from side to side. Let's do another floppy noodle, because we can. And it's so good for you. And unwind. Nice. From here, let's make our way to the top of the mat. Hands at heart center. And just pause here. Feel that connection to your heart. Come back to your breath. Come back to your intention. So your choice here, you can do some sun breaths, do a full sun salutation, or join me in a half salutation and an extended plank. Your choice. I'll meet you in downward puppy. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lengthen, hug up, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down, hands on the mat, step back to plank. So staying in plank or continue in your sun salutation. If you're in plank, notice the strength here. Notice how this is feeling today in the body. Sometimes the body doesn't feel as strong as others, particularly if you are jet lagged or getting over COVID, for example. Breathe. The core will automatically engage. You can add that sense of lifting through the lower abs here. Imagine there's a ball supporting you underneath, so there's a little bit of internal lift going on. Use your breath to steady you. Nice. Drop one knee and then the other. Reaching hands forward. Everybody coming into downward puppy. Feel that nice stretch through the back body, the sides into the shoulders. Nice full breath. And then coming back up. Bring your hands closer, knees together, and drop your hips to the floor, lengthening the legs. Pause here. And just notice how the body feels as you sit now. Notice what is opened, what is released. Let's use our hands, our feet. Press down, lift your hips forward, and then release the back onto the mat. As you come onto the back, just allow everything to begin to settle once more. There's no rush. As you pause here, turn your head to the right. Take a breath. On the exhale, bring it back to center. And turn it to the left. Notice how the neck is feeling. Come back to center. Nice. Let's interlace our fingers and bring it behind the head. Let the shoulders relax. You can stay with your knees bent, or you can extend the legs forward. I prefer it bent, it's more relaxing. So we're going to do our polyvagal exercise for our vagus nerve and the neck, as well as just releasing any residual stress. So opening the eyes, supporting the head here, and then turn your gaze to the right. Find something in your lower peripheral vision to the right. Stay focused, lower right. And as you stay with the peripheral vision here, allowing the body to drop, there's a settling that will take place. Notice perhaps a subtle shift. And then bring the gaze back to center, do some blinks. And then gaze over to the lower left. So this simple polyvagal exercise, moving the gaze, is something that we can do when we remember, when we want to relax. Great thing to do in bed before sleep. Rather than looking at the phone, do this instead. It just signals to the body to settle, to relax, rest and digest. Nice. Let's bring the gaze back and a few more conscious blinks. Bring awareness to your hands behind your head and just gently lift the head and lengthen. Tuck the chin forward. So you're engaging the muscles on your shoulders and the neck. You might feel the stretch of the fascia all the way down to the coccyx, the tailbone. And then drop the head down. You can give your neck a little massage here. Notice if it feels a little dense or thick. And then drawing your arms down by your sides. Let's turn our head to the right and notice. Come back to center. Turn our head to the left and notice. And bring the head back to center. Nice. Let's draw the knees up. Draw them towards you. Feel into the stretch. And then release your left foot onto the mat. Right ankle above the left knee. Right hand to that right leg. And just gently press into the leg and open up through the front of the hip here. I'm going to stay with this one for a little while today. It feels a little stiff at the front of the right hip. If you want to lift up that left leg and activate the outer hip, you can do that. Whichever you're doing, try to keep the back long and the shoulders as relaxed as you can. Nice. 2 more breaths. And then releasing here. Release that right leg. Bring it up. Little turns. And bring your right foot onto the mat and come to the other side. Left ankle above the right knee. Gentle pressure on this left leg to open the left hip, front of the hip. So wherever you're feeling sensation, wherever you want to explore, imagine sending your breath there. Let the prana, the energy, move into that area. Take 3 more breaths. And releasing that left leg, lengthen, little turns. And then dropping both legs long along the mat and just let everything release through the hips, down through the legs. Bending the knees and drawing them back up, bringing hands to knees. Give yourself a hug. Nice yoga, everyone. So from here, coming into the inversion of your choice today, any version of legs up the wall, legs up, supported legs up, or bridge, supported bridge, even a supported fish with your bolster across your shoulders if you want to do more opening across the shoulder area and the neck. Take your time. Staying in your inversion for as long as it feels comfortable. When you're ready, slowly coming down in your own time. And perhaps coming into a counter pose Full body stretch with arms overhead, or fish pose on your forearms. Then making your way to Shavasana. Make sure you have everything you need to be comfortable and supported. Perhaps that bolster underneath your knees, socks, sweaters. Take your time. So as you settle in, making micro adjustments, perhaps some letting go breaths. And as the music begins to play, allowing it to flow over you and through you today. Coming back into the room and coming back into your body. Start to bring fuller breaths and gentle movement. Fingers, toes, perhaps moving head gently side to side. When you're ready, stretch. And then bending your knees, rolling over onto your side. And slowly making your way to sitting. Finding a comfortable seat with a long spine, resting hands anywhere in the legs. Closing your eyes or letting the gaze drop downwards. The inspiration today is from Eckhart Tolle, The Beginning of Freedom. The beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not your mind, the thinker. Knowing this enables you to observe the entity. The moment you start watching the thinker, a higher level of consciousness becomes activated. You then begin to realize that there is a vast realm of intelligence beyond thought, that thought is only a tiny aspect of that intelligence. You also realize that all the things that truly matter, beauty, love, creativity, joy, inner peace, arise from beyond the mind. You begin to awaken. Let those words settle into your consciousness and just take a moment to reflect on the message for you today. And opening your eyes, bringing hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste.